I just like to illustrate the water distiller that I have, and it's an extremely useful device. I know there's a lot of gadgets that you can possibly buy that you don't really use. This is an item I use several times a week, and if you compare it to particularly the cost of bottled water, it's a no-brainer. This is far cheaper. It's a very small investment up front, but over time it will save you a great deal of money. The water that comes out of it is truly pure. It's evaporated. It's a distiller, water distiller. It uses evaporation and then finally passes the water through a water filter, a charcoal filter, such as the ones here I put in there, like little tea bags, and they just go into the nozzle of the machine, and they last quite a while. Usually get a few months out of those, as it says on the packet there, between 1 to 3 months, depending on how much you use the machine. But they're super simple to replace into the machine and very, very cheap as well. So what we do is we fill the machine up, and you can see inside the machine here at the moment, there's a fill line there, and there's a little bit of marking on the bottom because I've used the machine so often. And basically, it depends on how many times you use it, but I tend not to clean it after every cycle. And I'll show you the result of what actually comes out of the water just after one cycle. And I've actually got some jugs that I use to store the water in. Again, quite useful, just some plastic jugs. And all you need to do now is place the top of the machine over here, like that. Simple as that. Plugs in at the back. It's got 2 plugs, an electrical plug that goes into the wall socket, and also a plug that goes into the fan, which is here. Well, the distiller's been running for a few minutes, and as you can see, it's begun to start to drip and beginning to fill that jug up. That jug's a few litres, so it generally takes somewhere between about 2 to 4 hours to fill. You can make things a little bit quicker by putting warm water into the distiller at the start, or even potentially, I guess you could put boiling water in if you wanted to. And also, the warmer the room temperature, the quicker you'll find that the jug will fill. Well, the entire distilling process is finished now, and I just wanted to show you the residual that's left. As you know, the entirety of the inside was basically clean. But as you can see the white material that's deposited even around the walls, but particularly on the bottom. So if you run a few cycles, that becomes a great deal of material that gets deposited. So it just shows you how much solid matter which is dissolved in the water comes out in distilled water. So there you have it. That was the entire distilling process.